Most people never build real wealth, not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they're chasing the wrong things. Ray Dalio didn't just break away from that mindset, he flipped it upside down. He didn't follow trends. He didn't rely on luck. He became one of the most successful investors in history by asking better questions and thinking deeper than everyone around him. He built Bridgewater Associates not by trying to impress anyone, but by focusing on truth, discipline, and self-awareness. What you're about to read may challenge the way you think about money, but that's exactly why it matters. Ray's first principle is brutally honest. You have to admit you don't know everything. That might feel like weakness, but it's the strongest position you can take. When you start every day with the mindset that there's more to learn, you move forward. Most people waste years trying to look smart instead of actually getting smarter. Dalio kept his mind open and ego out of the way, and that made him unstoppable. When he was just 12 years old, he worked at a golf club where wealthy men talked money while he picked up balls. But instead of zoning out, he tuned in. He listened to their conversations about investing. That small decision, to listen, planted the seeds of a fortune. He didn't dream of being rich for the sake of luxury. He just wanted to learn how money worked. Saving money became his first strategy, not just to buy things, but to build power. He didn't see saving as a sacrifice, he saw it as an investment in freedom. It's simple. The more you save, the more control you have. That's a hard truth in a world where most people live paycheck to paycheck by choice, not by necessity. They chase the next trend, the next gadget, the next dopamine hit. But Ray Dalio focused on building a base. That's what you need to do too. Look at your income. Look at your expenses. Then ask one question. How much of this is helping me build the life I actually want? Cut the noise, build the engine. And while saving is vital, debt can be deadly if you use it wrong. Dalio warns against consumer credit like it's poison. Credit cards, unnecessary loans, quick fixes. They kill momentum. He's not against debt entirely, only the kind that keeps you poor. If you borrow, borrow to grow. Invest in assets. Buy property. Use credit to build something that pays you back, not something that just looks good on Instagram. Smart debt amplifies wealth. Dumb debt amplifies regret. But motivation fades. That's why Dalio says goals matter more than discipline. If you don't have a clear reason to save or invest, you'll give up the moment things get hard. Start by getting honest about where you are, your income, your skills, your habits. Now ask, what do I want that actually matters? Not cars, not clout, real things, freedom, security, options. Write those goals down, then break them into steps. The smaller the better. Daily actions beat big dreams every time. Dream big, execute small. One of the most overlooked parts of Dalio's success is his obsession with disagreement. He doesn't just welcome different opinions, he hunts them down. Most people surround themselves with echo chambers. Dalio built his empire by surrounding himself with people who challenged his ideas. Why? Because if two smart people disagree, someone's missing something. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's them. But either way, there's a lesson waiting. The next time someone questions your plan, don't defend, listen. Ask why. You might discover a blind spot you couldn't see alone. Everyone makes mistakes. That's not the problem. The problem is when you ignore them. Dalio documents every misstep like it's gold. He studies what went wrong, finds the root cause, and adapts. That's what growth looks like. You're going to fall, everyone does. But if you get back up a little smarter every time, you're moving forward. The real danger isn't failure. It's repeating the same mistake because your ego won't let you face it. Growth starts where ego ends. Don't be afraid to fail. That fear is what keeps most people stuck. Failure is data, it's experience. Dalio sees it as a necessary part of evolution. The people who win aren't the ones who avoid mistakes. They're the ones who learn fast and move on. So if you're failing, good, that means you're in the game. Now learn, adjust, and swing again. Resilience is a richer currency than fearlessness. Dalio also stresses the importance of mentorship, not the feel-good, motivational kind. The kind that kicks your ego and forces you to grow. You don't need someone who tells you, good job. You need someone who asks, why aren't you better? A real mentor sees your potential and holds you to it. If you don't have one yet, look harder. And when you find them, listen. They won't make you comfortable, but they will make you better. The best mentors don't just open doors, they push you through them. One of Dalio's biggest philosophies is radical transparency. That means honesty, even when it stings. At Bridgewater, employees are encouraged to challenge each other, no matter their role. It's not about being nice, it's about being clear. When everyone tells the truth, the team gets stronger. You can't grow while hiding from criticism. Seek out feedback. Remove your ego. Focus on what's right, not on being right. Emotional intelligence separates average from elite. Dalio says your ability to stay calm during chaos is a superpower. When things go wrong, most people panic or blame. Winners pause, breathe, and think. Mastering your emotions doesn't mean avoiding them. It means using them wisely. Pressure is inevitable. Your response to it is what defines your outcome. Stay steady in storms. It's how ships stay on course. Don't be scared to ask for help. There's no prize for doing everything alone. Some of the best advice you'll ever get is just one question away. But here's the catch. Make sure you're asking the right people. Everyone has opinions, but not everyone has experience. Vet your sources, and when you find someone with real insight, listen closely. One good conversation can save you 10 bad decisions. Growth happens in discomfort. Always has. Always will. Dalio says, if you're comfortable, you're probably not growing. Challenge yourself. Do things that scare you. Push into new territory. It won't feel good, but it will make you better. That discomfort you're avoiding, that's where the breakthrough lives. Stop avoiding hard things. Dalio compares it to lifting weights. Growth doesn't happen by doing what's easy. It happens by leaning into what's hard. Whatever you're putting off, that tough conversation, that new project, that habit you need to break, that's where your next level begins. Do it first. Do it scared, but do it. And above all else, never build your future on something you don't understand. Dalio says wealth only comes when you deeply know your field. So stop chasing trends. Stop gambling. Become a student. Read. Practice. Study your industry like your future depends on it, because it does. Ray Dalio's success wasn't an accident. It came from focus, discipline, and an obsession with improvement. His journey proves one thing. It's not about being lucky. It's about being ready, being honest, being willing to change. Most people will never make that leap, but you're not most people. This is Cash Core. And if you've made it this far, you're not here to play small. You're here to change your life. So drop a comment, share your biggest takeaway, and make sure you're subscribed for more hard-hitting money truths every week. Remember, wealth doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who act.